it does reflect badly upon our neighborhood to have an abandoned pool there. Now, part of the question is how long has it been since it's been used? So if it's been several years and it's deteriorating, then the city is in the process now of taking those pools out. For better or for worse, they're going to take, they recognize that problem, and they're going to take them out, sod that area, and make it look a lot better than it is.
The pools are important to me and my family because I grew up in a single parent family, and we, in the summertime my mom would work, and she was not able to bring us to all these places that other parents might be able to do. And so for me and my sisters, it became awesome for us to be able to just go swimming. I could play basketball, which was right near the swimming pool. I didn't really have to watch them as closely because there was lifeguards and adults there. If they had a problem, they could walk over to the basketball court. So it became a place for us to get away.
Since there are a lack of pools and the people waiting in line to get into the pool over at Bennett or at Vernon, my sister Carrie had to help someone who fainted in the line because it was just too hot. But we couldn't let them in because what will happen if I'm watching over 50 people in my section, someone's watching 75 in theirs, you know what I mean? It's just too much to watch. You're constantly counting in your head how many people are in your section. And even us being out there in the heat, just way too much on all the lifeguards.
Been around pools all my life. I see what they do for people, for children and for their families. And again, not to knock your local basketball court is very easy to maintain, but a pool is a place where kids can go and have imagination. Why do people go to the beach? Why do people go to a pool? If you've ever seen two kids playing in a pool with no toys, they're just in the pool and they're just playing, and you see the amount of imagination that's happening, just going underwater, coming up, splashing each other. It's creative, it inspires imagination, it's fun, but with all of that said, again, water represents life and death to people.
Frank and I both know this Ghanaian family that came to Worcester from Ghana, new family here. They've been here for, 10 years now? And I met them in the Price Chopper parking lot on a Sunday morning, and they were dressed beautifully. And I thought they were going to a wedding, and I said to Tony, the dad, I said, "Oh my God, you must be going to a wedding." And he said, "No, this is, we look like we're celebrating, but it's very sad. We don't swim in Ghana." And so they had been at a party, and this young girl went into the swimming pool and drowned at a party of Ghanaian people. And so they were going to her funeral. And we are a city of immigrants. Besides it being something that every mother wants her child to know how to swim and understanding that it can save your life, we're a melting pot of people from lots of different cultures where swimming isn't part of where they come from. Yet it is part of our culture here in America. When it's hot, we go to lakes, we go to the ocean, it's recreation for us. So it only seems fair that if it is something we embrace in our culture, then we should be teaching people how to do it safely.
the part that impacts me, that I think about, is what do young kids think during the summer when there's nothing to do? I mean, we're getting to this literally. Now, every kid says, oh, there's nothing to do. And people say, oh, well, you can go to this club and that club and you can do this. All that costs money. All that needs transportation. All of that, you know, requires things to go on. And these public spaces, if they have stuff going on, park activities, pools, libraries, they're there. Once you know how to get there, you can get there. And, you know, no kid rides his or her bike to a library in Worcester. Well, we saved one branch library. But, you know, when you're a kid and it's the summer and you're excited and there's literally nothing going on, you just wonder that this, you just start to think this city isn't made. They're not interested in me. I know that seems like dramatic, but when there's literally nothing to do, even though you and I could print out lists of all the clubs that are open, but when the pool's right in your neighborhood, or the park is right there, or the library is accessible, it's a different kind of feeling than when you're going to a place where you've got to pay or you think you have to pay.